Hey everybody, Old Guy Jammin' here with a cool mod video for an EVH Wolfgang special. This is to take the neck pickup from series to parallel and leaving everything else the same. Rather than splitting or cutting coils in the bridge and neck pickup, I opted to leave the bridge pickup alone because it's pretty righteous just the way it is, and I would never want to split it anyway. Not with this guitar. But the neck pickup on this guitar is less than ideal for cleans, blues, jazz, things like that. It does really excel at high gain leads, but for anything clean, it's a little bit dominant and it's kind of muddy. So switching it to parallel really allows for this guitar to be really usable. Switching it to parallel makes for a very, very nice clean tone that gets you into blues and jazz territory. So before going any further, I'll just show you what we're doing. It is a little more complicated than I originally thought, but I've got some tips to make it easier. You're going to have to take the pickups out to route some wires. You also want to remove the wire from the neck pickup, which goes right up into here into the switch cavity. You're going to want to disconnect that from the switch cavity and run it down into the volume and tone cavity. So I'm going to disconnect the wire from this pickup here, thread it through the holes to get it down into your push-pull pot, and I used a volume of CTS push-pull volume pot. You're also, while you're in there, you want to get a small strand of 4 conductor plus ground, so 4 plus 1 conductor, so that you can run that from your cavity through these holes up into your switch cavity as well. You're going to need that to run the signal from your push-pull pot back up to this switch. And you can get the CTS push-pull pot and the 16 inches of the 4 conductor wire from StewMac for about 17 bucks, which is very reasonable. And I went ahead and did that, and I used the CTS pot just because I knew the shaft would work well for these low friction pots, and the kind of shaft I had, I went with a CTS. But you could probably do whatever. The pinouts on the CTS and a typical double throw, double pull switch are going to be a little bit different. So you can you'll figure that out on your own. But I'm going to save you some time here. If you search for Fender pickup color codes, you'll come up with this diagram in images. And the color codes for the pickups in this guitar are PV branded pickups. So this is your color codes right here. North, start, and finish are red and green. South, finish, and south start are white and black. The rest of these are for different pickups, but this is the one you want to use for this guitar. And basically what you have in series, you have your north start is the hot wire. The green and white are coupled together for a series configuration of this pickup. And then your south start goes to ground in this. All right, so this is the hot. These two are tied together for series, and this is taken down to ground. Then when you switch to parallel, you're going to have this south finish tied to the north start. So white's going to go to red, and the north finish is going to tie to the south start. You'll tie those two together. White goes to red, green goes to black on that push-pull pot right here. All right, so I've taken the wire off from this cavity, rerouted it down into this cavity, made the connections to the push-pull so that I could, and using a jumper, and those are easy to find, the pinouts for that. And then I used this smaller 4-conductor wire to go from the hot and ground back up. I already routed that when I took the pickups out. 4 conductor wire goes back up into here just to carry the black and red wire. The green and white I didn't even use. I just cut them off. This here is the series connection for the bridge pickup. All right. And then I also put a treble bleed in while I was here, a little capacitor and resistor across the volume pot leads. But everything else is just the same. Your white and black wires, you can just, when you put the new pot in, you put the white wire where it was, put the black wire where it was, put your treble bleed in if you want that. And you can see this is my conductor wire from the pickup, which I marked with blue painter's tape. And I've rerouted that from here down through the holes to here. Made my connections to the push-pull part, ran the 4 conductor from here back up through here to the switch, and everything else is already in there like it should be. The brown wire is the signal wire from the switch selector, and it goes down to the volume and tone pots. All right, so that's pretty much it, and what will save you some time is understanding this and remembering that when you do this parallel to series, you want your north start to the south finish, north finish to the south start. So white switches to red and green switches to black for parallel. For series, you just have the green and the white tied together to complete that series loop. And then we'll get you some sounds here in a second, but this is really a great mod. I recommend everybody do it for this guitar. It's pretty dark, and that neck pickup was on the muddier side for cleans, and didn't really enjoy it for cleans. And now I think it's just great. A little bit of a volume drop, but not terribly too bad. No noise. Little bit of a volume drop, but you'll see it's not that big a deal. All right? Be back in a sec. All right, series. Parallel. So there you have it, the wildly cool upgrade modification for the EVH Wolfgang Special. Really nice guitar, except for that crazy neck pickup, which to me is too muddy and dark for a lot of the clean stuff I would like to do. It's great for when you're ripping a high gain lead, but for jazz or bluesy stuff, it's too dirty, too muddled up. So do it. It's easy. Remember to look for Fender pickup color codes, Fender pickup color codes, and you are the PV color codes. And I'm also going to put a link in the description to a guy's video on YouTube where he describes the difference between series and parallel and hooking the start and the finish of the different loops together to make it work out. Just remember, your colors won't be the same as his colors because he's probably modeling a Seymour Duncan, but you'll figure it out. Put it all together, route your wires before you put all your pickups back in. The Stumac deal, great deal, $17 for wire and a CTS pot, and super happy with it. It has made a frustrating guitar a joy to pick up, and that's the goal. Nothing worse than fighting one of the guitars you have because it's just fights you when you play it. You want every one of your guitars to say, yeah, play me. And you want to enjoy the process. So enjoy. Old guy jamming. I'm out. Catch you later.